President Donald Trump is taking his economic message on the road tonight, heading to eastern Pennsylvania. It's a place the White House views as ground zero for the issue they believe will decide next year's midterms: affordability. Our Washington, D.C. correspondent Brendan Scanlon now live on Capitol Hill. Brendan, the president's trip comes as lawmakers trying to curb rising health care costs. Good evening to you.
Hey there, Mike. Good evening to you. Yeah, those rising healthcare costs and affordability really go hand in hand, and it's something that we've been hearing a lot about lately on Capitol Hill. Now, more than a year after his election, polls show that many Americans are still waiting for the economic prosperity that President Trump campaigned on. The White House says this trip up to Pennsylvania will be the first of many trips to try and really reset the narrative and help support some House lawmakers in very tough races in the 2026 midterms. At a time when healthcare costs are rising, impacting family budgets and overall affordability, President Trump is trying to refocus his message just as Republicans face a tough road defending their trifecta of control in Washington in 2026.
Donald Trump is also facing a little bit of a rebellion within his own party, with the MAGA movement, people thinking that he hasn't really been focusing enough on the United States, has his attention elsewhere, and hasn't been focusing enough on affordability. I think he wants to make sure that his party and everybody in it know who's the boss.
Political analyst Dr. Todd Belt says the president's trip to the Commonwealth is about more than affordability.
And help members of Congress raise money and to get votes and get people volunteering for them to help them with re-election. And if the Republican Party looks like there's any fissures in it right now, this can help glue that back together.
Why do you think Trump is doing this now, and why is he focusing on that region?
One of the things that Donald Trump wants to do by getting into these races earlier is he wants to discourage anybody to run in a primary election against these candidates. If they can just cruise through the primary election and have no challenger, they can save all their money, they don't hurt anybody's feelings, and it makes it a lot easier in the general election for them.
Healthcare expenses are still a top concern. Enhanced Affordable Care Act subsidies will expire at the end of the year, expected to drive up premiums if no action from Congress. Despite an abundance of ideas and proposals, there's still no clear plan to stabilize prices.
Is about patients, not insurance companies, and about lowering premiums, not increasing them.
Republicans have had all year to avoid this premium crisis. They ignored every warning.
And Mike, Democrats were guaranteed a vote in the Senate on their proposal to extend those enhanced subsidies for 3 years. That vote is expected to take place on Thursday, but that plan is deeply, deeply unpopular among Republicans who are pushing proposals that would give money directly to patients as opposed to insurance companies. It's unclear at this point what sort of a compromise will look like to those competing plans, but the one thing that is clear is the dwindling amount of time lawmakers have to strike a deal. Reporting live on Capitol Hill for Erie News Now, I'm Brendan Scanlon.